Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Twisted Trash Thursday, Sussex Saturday on Thursday. I'm VS Speaks Royally. I hope you are all doing well. This won't be a long one. I saw Church Nelly's message that three of us went live that are like Sussex content. So probably most of you are mods and across the board. So yeah, y'all are doing triple time. Anyway. Thank you for the notification. Let me know the mic is working. Hey, Sis Hilda, I see you out there, Mrs. S. Take your time getting to work and all that stuff. I see some new names out there. Hello to all of you. Welcome in. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Please remember to share if you're able to share. And, we'll go on from there. Anna. She's already kicking it off. Anna's like the turd and tramp went to France to get French kiss someone's behind. Oh, geez. Well, okay. I'm going to be talking about them briefly. Maybe not so briefly, but briefly during trash time. So let me get through this stuff, and then because I have a few pre-trash items. First things first, disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So I wanted to share with you all Sussex community events tweeted out just saying congratulations, Sussex Squad, global supporters, for a successful fundraising campaign for Bali 2023. An update on our generous donations to Bali. Thank you. $62,331. So just taking down my banner momentarily because I think I caught the date. Yeah, so that was on the 19th at almost 10 a.m. Eastern time when I saw it. So um, congratulations, it was successful. We surpassed the goal, and of course, you know how Squad does, and it's always a good thing. And on until we, what is it going to be, May before we have the next the next giving campaign from my knowledge. All right, let me come back over here. So a couple of the pre-trash items, and then we're going to get right into trash time. That way, I'll get out of the way of everybody else. Number one, prayers for Bishop Michael Curry. He is recovering. He's in ICU following surgery. Um, he had an attached mass remove. He needs lots of prayer. This sounds very, very serious. I'm surprised they released this much information, but um, yeah, so just prayers to him. And for those who are not squatties, he is the bishop that presided over Harry and Meghan's wedding ceremony. All right, some other, I saw this on IG and I was just surprised when I saw it. So, um, Lady, is it Lady Weymouth? Is that what, uh, I should know her title by now, but anyway, I saw Gabrielle Union, and at first I had to do a double take because I do follow both of them, and I'm like, "What's going on?" It was some fashion show that was taking place, but Gabby's outfit, I was like, "Whoa!" But it's Emma is big time fashionista and is all those things, but it was just like Gabrielle Union and someone that's married to a lord in the UK. Like, what's going on here? I really am trying to put the pieces together, but both of them are fashionistas, and I believe Gabrielle has a line of clothing coming out, so maybe this was part of that. But I just wanted to kind of share since it is somebody that I semi follow Emma on, on what she's doing. Now, I saw this ad. Now, most of you may in the squad, especially, know what the next picture will probably be. But when I saw this, I immediately thought of Megan. And the reason I thought of that is from when her days of, the TIG, and she went to Malta, where she does have heritage back to Maltese. So that is Maltese. So this beautiful picture, I don't know. It's rare that you see like the hoodie type of situation going on, I guess. But it just reminded me of this picture. And any chance we get to share Megan's picture is always a good thing. Okay. Some more tidbits. So this beautiful couple here, Sharma Durek and Princess, I always get her, Martha Louise. So they have announced, finally, have announced their wedding date. In Norway on August 31st, 2024. So there will be a royal wedding coming. And they gave some, little tidbits. Now, on Martha's IG account, it was all in Norwegian. I was like, okay, love you, but don't know what it's actually saying. So then I went over to his and I was like, please tell me you have this translated to English. And yes, he did. So I just wanted to share those little tidbits. So, um, yeah, I'm going to move on. Okay. Mhm. Congratulations to Sweden's Carl Gustav. He celebrated 50 years as king. I guess he's going to, try to take down the longest reigning. I don't know. I think Denmark's queen is now holding that title, but 50 years is pretty long time. And yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations to him. So yeah, on Harry's birthday, he celebrated that milestone. So it's pretty wild. At 27, he became king. So, all right. I'm going to just scan the chat really quickly before we get into trash time, but I'm putting up the marker. Y'all are already. Thank you, Church Nelly. That's probably what it is. Yeah, but he's also a lord because he took over for his father. There's you know how they have them several titles going on over there? Yeah. So, Lord Bath, is it? That was his father's title at one time. He was a very colorful man, and I mean that in the best way. Many of you know who I'm referring to, so but she's yeah. hmm Let me see. Mrs. S. Be nice. The only royals that tickle my fancy are Meghan and Harry. No shade to the other royals, just the truth. Well, yeah, I mean, I have to on peripheral, you know. Those are the few that I will kind of give a little shout out to here, there, and everywhere. But you know, hmm just want to see. Just want to see. Let me see. Little Mac kids. There's several more lawsuits pending, so maybe they're trying to reduce the payout. Oh, I missed something. Okay. Oh, you're talking about Rupert leaving his post? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, he's not worth the mention, but you know, mm, that's about as much as he's going to get from me. So, hello, hello, hello to everybody that has joined since I began. And good to see you all out there. I see names. I'm going to hit the marker and get right into this because Space deserves what he's about to get, as does his father. Yes, okay. And then them jointly. Hmm. All right, let me come on down here, and if all hearts and minds are in one accord, here we go. It's your favorite time, trash time, trash time, trash time. So, Work Shy Willie is trending. This was the last number that I took from the trend on the app formerly known as Twitter. And I think he's already back in the UK, but you know, you come over here and it's going to trend for a while because that's just how things are. Okay. So I saw this headline and I just have to say the Aussies are a nasty bunch. And it's probably Murdoch's company, and that's why they're such nasty bunch. But this was Sky News. Not one car chase. Prince William arrives in New York without fanfare. When I tell you the steam that came out of my ears, don't make light of that situation. Y'all were trying to take them out, or at least get some pictures to show the fear on their faces, one of the two. And being that those pictures then became unsellable, yeah. So I think this is absolutely disgusting. And that little punk that's in this picture should have come forward and said, no, 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 no. This is not something to joke about. My mother did die in a car crash. But, you know, he has his ass so wide open with his head and others that, you know, he just can't see straight. Okay, I'm going to move on because, yeah. Now, he was in New York the other day. Rah, rah, shish kamba. Nobody gave a flip. Okay, so he was supposed to, you know, everything is PR. So he was supposed to meet with the mayor. Yeah, that got canceled at the last minute. The headlines were running amok. So William the Hunk is back. He left a long time ago, but okay, nevertheless, that's what you want to say. Prince of Wales earns new legion of admirers as he wades through waters and dons a baseball hat on charm offense of America, as fans say his status as reborn sex symbol is complete. Say what? So legion of admirers were there. The firehouse he went to in New York City is one that many people that visit the city because of 9/11, that is the one that was heavily impacted. Um, So a lot of people were out there, but they heard Royal and they thought it was Harry. And it was published that they really thought it was Harry was there. That was why they were there, you sucker. But hey, you want to believe they were coming to see you for what reason? Don't know. You couldn't even get 10 people when you were in the UK. So please go mess with us about having a legion. And you know that. You don't want a legion coming after you, do you? Or admiring you? I guess you do. The Rangers are somewhat of a legion, but okay. Anyway. hmm. So I saw this one and I cracked up because I was like, page 6, really? Y'all have nothing else? Prince William went jogging in Central Park Tuesday and no one noticed. Are you sure he was jogging or was he running to catch something or was he running from a situation? Because a lot of stuff goes down in Central Park. Okay, just saying. And was he by himself? Because security. And let's just say this in New York City, there's celebs everywhere. There's extremely high profile people everywhere with or without security. On any given day, you can walk up to the corner as you're going to cross the street when the light changes. Don't pass when the light's not changed yet. And you can see anybody in the world that these high profile people, they do walk on the streets of New York, and even in Central Park. He's nobody special. Let's get over it. Moving on. Um, so this was summed up nicely by a squatty. Child, he couldn't get into the UN General Assembly. Less than 300 people tuned in to his live stream. The chef and the mayor stood him up. Chef Andres knows better. He met with a president with ties to the Albanian mafia. Woo! The red hat wanted to know why Kate wasn't there, but the Derangers. And the crowd thought it was going to be Harry. Yes. So all of them little pieces put together spells a disaster. First of all, you even flying over here to the U.S. for something that really you attached your name to because it was really Bloomberg that was kind of doing the stuff. Maybe you're that puppet that Rupert says jump and you say how high, and what am I going to fall on? Mm, okay. There's some pictures you can enjoy of the hunk. I got I envision Elvis when I see a hunk a hunk. He's not that at all. Not at least not to me anyway. But if you enjoy it, hey, if you like it, I love it. Okay. So another squatty. See, their accounting has been released, and we have some forensic folks that they will look through every little thing, and I thank them. I thank them for it. So here it says it shows an unnamed donor provided £750,000 to Earthshot and £350,000 to Early Years, which matches the settlement hashtag Prince William got from Murdoch. It's a lie. It was given to Invictus because you would have to have a line item on here. Oh, the tangled webs we weave. Don't try. Just keep your paws persons away from Invictus. It ain't yours. Y'all were there for the initial, and that was almost 10 years ago. So stop playing around like y'all, you know, or even involved. You just like to put your name on things. Um, Even here in Barron, like when he was talking about where this picture, and let me just show you where this picture was taken, was inside the firehouse in where they dine, where they sit around the table, pretty much their personal space. So, Barron really took that. Mind you, the looks on the faces of the ones around, yes, you're in New York because there were no fake smiles. People, they really had this look of what? What? Mm, just take it from me if you want. Just go out and look for Go out and look for it. Yeah, because special. So now I'll move on to his dad because he is truly the apple that fell off of that rotten tree. So, um, I saw this morning. I said, "Oh, tell us something we didn't already know." But anyway, Guardian published that the British TV allowed monarchy to censor coverage of King's coronation. So the coronation truly was coronation. Got to have it a certain way. Got to, show it in such a good light. Can't have this. Sure they were like, do not even show Harry, which is why most people probably tuned in. But okay. Now, as you know, let me just there's the video has been causing some firestorm, laughter more so from our side of the house, but it just shows the whole behavior of the heirs. Whatever training they give, it's about you and don't think of anyone else. And there's no chivalry. How Harry, the Spencer gene must truly be where they are chivalrous because he truly like, thank God, thank God, thank God, didn't get nothing from that man there. Um, mm, 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 mm. Maybe the hairline, unfortunately, but nevertheless. So as they're coming down the steps, because I'm not showing it, I did tweet out that I thank God that the wind had mercy on us and did not show us a full frontal of what King C3 enjoys, because I got fearful at one moment when that hymn went up. Oop, okay. So they're in Paris or in France, I should say, but Paris more so. I have the picture of that coming up shortly too. So I went on this whole thing, I'm tired of it, and I'm wondering if it's not a ritual type thing, like let's show us your stuff type thing, because getting them high ranks, whatever. Hence why Megan wouldn't, but nevertheless, because we all know about cosplay and her hemlines, and there's going to be pictures coming up shortly. But I used to always hear that the queen would have weights sewn into strategically placed in her hemline to keep her dresses from blowing up. Now, I did see a picture or two of the queen's, but she had on a slip. See, she's at old school, so she was a little protected, more so than cosplay and dear Lord, whatever situation that the con sort has going on there. But so I had to do a little searching, and you know, Stuart Pavin. All right. Well, he needs to speak to these ladies now that are over there and get some sewing done. Put some little weights, maybe a whole lot of weights, um, in their hems to keep them down, because I had to laugh at this when I looked at and it said images of QE2 weights and dress hem. What are the other ones in there for? Okay, so yeah, this isn't a good representation of the weights in the hems, but okay. But this one is probably the most that I've ever seen of the queen, and this is an old one. Picture of her, that is. But yeah, they all have this thing about coming down the daggone plane steps and letting him just go. Put some weights in it. Nobody wants to see all that. But yeah. Woo! So, and speaking of the king leaving, first of all, no chivalry, leaving his wife to come down, fend for herself. Um, does she not know? Like her purse should have been on the hand. Maybe it's just me that was on the hand rail, because you still could have held on to that. So that way, your one hand. Oh no, because she was so busy trying to hold her hat to her head, pin it down, nitwit, pin it down. But what can I say? Woo! Thank you, wind, for not blowing it all the way up. Gee willikers. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right. So here's that's y'all. That's y'all's king and queen. Okay. Whew. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Um, and he, you fill in the blank, didn't stop from what happened, that this woman here in the blue was the queen consort. Yeah. But rather have the consort of this caliber next to him. The looks on um Macone's wife, that, like, I'm sorry, but that's hilarious to me. She got this look, what the I guess it's just me. But you all allegedly are billionaires. Mhm. Mhm. Can we get a fitted tux? I don't think I want to see his wife in anything fitted, but I mean, she could dress accordingly, just like, Combs' wife. Um, I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay, let me move on. Now, I do want to say that the blackfishing situations that I talked about a couple of weeks ago were using black journalist faces for the cover of disgusting headlines or articles. So this young man, see, the UK is not safe for us either. I'm just going to say this. Okay. Follow along because a police officer has been charged with murder of this young man. He was unarmed. But this person down here, Dominique Samuels, who did admit to um, selling her face and name on articles. So she didn't write them, just blackfishing. It'll go down easier if it's got your face and picture on it. Now, what she said is absolutely disgusting. And so she's being taken to task. Believe you me, she's being taken to task, and she hasn't responded to my knowledge yet. But yeah, she's just, again, we're being prepped and primed for more division to keep us all distracted. What happened to Chris Kaba was very sad, but he wasn't just randomly shot. He was a known gang member driving a car that wasn't his, linked to firearms offenses 6 months getting out of prison. Sounds like something we would hear here in the States. Um, just because he's a known gang member doesn't mean he had to be executed. Um, Driving a car that wasn't his, linked to a firearms offense. Driving a car that wasn't his, linked to a firearm offense. So the car is linked to a firearm offense, but he's going to get executed because he was in the car. Okay. I'm just saying. It's not safe anywhere when you have nimwits allowing others to use their face to push a agenda. Okay. Just going to say that and let them be called to task. She shouldn't be um, even in print anymore anywhere else. But so, speaking of attaching names, I had to do this. So I go in and I do a search Prince Harry. I did the same one for Meghan. You'll see it. And this is what comes up. This is top stories. Excuse me, but space? No, I searched Harry. I even had to look up at the top, like, what did I put in that space bar? Okay, in the search bar, it says Prince Harry. And I'm getting all this other googadygmooks about space. I don't want to see all that. And then right under that section of top stories that should have just been all about Harry, should have been the Invictus Games. Then you see the next section shows. So I just was like, I can't. I said, okay, so let me just hold my breath. Let me do Megan. After I looked and said, yeah, nothing earth shattering in the search. But this is, and I did it again. I went and was like, I typed Meghan Markle in the search. And why am I seeing this one? Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Why am I seeing her and seeing her name all in top stories? You are not a top story when it comes down to searching for Meghan Markle. You shady, petty, disgusting folks. I'm glad that's the F word that came out. Now, as I scroll down further on the page, here's Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and then this stupid video right next to it. So this is how these hate channels are getting, the views. And did I click no? GB News. Because I had to look. I'm like, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle slammed for using. And I stopped. I was like, oh, I know that face. Suck puss. Yeah. That's probably not what he sucks. But anyway, nevertheless. Um, but yeah. So let me go to this first, then I'll go to the trolls. So Woody Woot, yeah, yes, Woody Woot. They haven't forgotten about you. Byline Times is still getting you. And I'm so glad they're still talking about you, being that the rest of the media seems to have forgotten all about you. I guess, Sir Peggington must have made some calls and said, leave him alone because he's got me, you know. Although you attended Rupert's shindig, so maybe that's your little pay for coverage, you know. A little coverage there, but this one here is allegedly now the chair of the Parliament's Culture, Media and Sport Committee. That's a little too long and too much stuff going on, but nevertheless, wrote to the channel following the extensive allegations against Woody by Byline Times. So quite interesting, to say the least. They're probably not going to do anything. It's just all, I'm just going to make a call to make it look good and then go on about my business. But okay, no problem. No problem at all. Now, for all of you that say you love you love this podcast and all that stuff, there's one that was truly not pleased with me. I had to thank him. I mean, So they were it was being held for comments. So I was like, oh, okay. And hidden. So I was like, potentially inappropriate. I can laugh about it, but it's too funny. So this Sharon thinks that you have a nasty and vile mouth. You go on about the bullying towards Megan, yet you too are a vile creature, name calling, insults, etc. You Yanks, you Yanks. Let me try to get it. You Yanks. I can't get it into my British. My mind just won't. Are welcome to her. We Brits are so glad she's gone. She came to our country for money only. She's the world's largest cancer, ma'am. And I started to reply, but I just did the whole block so they can talk to themselves if they're listening, whatever. But I think it's hilarious. Thank you for the engagement, though, because you dropping a comment is leaving the engagement. But you sat and watched all that I said. Because I want to say it probably was Talk Tuesday that this was left on, and I just howled. I just laughed. I was like, really? Oh, okay. Mm. She didn't just come to that country for money. She already had money when she came into the country. You guys tried to suck her dry. She had to buy Prince furniture and fix up his cottage. Mm. Some shoes that didn't have holes in the heels, and he wasn't going to the discount store to get clothing. Okay, so be mad, but the so-called name calling. Oh, those fit you, your cohorts in the deranged world, and that family over there. Well, they ain't even a family, they're the Cretans themselves, but I guess Cretans have family too. But yeah, hey, all are welcome. Drop a comment if you wish. You don't hurt my feelings. It is what it is. Now, I could give you nasty and vile mouth. I personally thought I was being very, you know, good at what I said. I didn't say anything that was really that off putting. My lord. Oh, they're crazy. All right. So, unto this person, as well as all the other crazies in trash time, Jazz Hands, her spouse on paper, and, the father and the consort. She's coming for you. The lady in black is coming for you all. She's catching some of y'all anyway because she's snatching your looks. She's making you wear wigs, and you got to try to cosplay your sister-in-law that you bullied up out of the country, which makes you look even crazier than what you are. Okay. You and your grifting family claim to be millionaires and you're not. Mm. Although you were able to get taxpayer relief. Go figure. Okay. Let me get out, put the white folding chair up because yeah, I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. All right. I'm gonna jump into comments with you all, and then end it out. There's over 100, so I'm gonna pick a spot. You know how I do, and then come on down. Woo. I just saw a couple of Churchinellis. I'm like, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Church Nelly. Hell, even the muggers ignored that idiot. Yeah. What do they want with that? They don't want nothing. Nothing at all. Although he would scream, "Take me, take me." Okay. Tear hunk. What part of William looks like a hunk? That head, a hunk of what? A coal, diamond, shiny. It's not a star. Um, mm. A mirror. I don't know. See, a hunk of the alien head. Really, his head looks like the alien head. I'm sorry. To me, it does. Anyway. Um, Mrs. S, why was he here? Can someone please, just to get some coverage, which he really didn't get, because I mean, I didn't really watch the news, so I don't know if they covered it. But he wasn't on the rotation on CNN, from what I saw. Because every hour on the hour they will keep them stories going that they find of interest. Oh. Um, Little Mac, Church and Lane, not even the squirrels in Central Park were interested enough to follow, unwilling to work William. I can't. Y'all are too funny today. Martine, as in the legion of demons driven into the pigs. Well, as some preachers would say, well. Okay, let me move through this because I'm really gonna. Hattie, who jogs in a sweater and a button-up shirt and jeans? He does. That's how they went camping. So I mean, a blazer. Yeah, we're going in the woods. We're gonna go camping, but we're gonna wear our best jeans, and I'm gonna have on my boots, and I'm gonna have on a blazer, and I'm going to tell the kitties that are there looking at me like I'm crazy and smell of something, because that's usually the look they're giving her. Okay. Oh. I'll leave that alone. Carol, because care about William and the unit. Please. Um, Mama, jogging in Central Park, William, and all the laughter faces. Yeah. With tons of security, probably, but I doubt he was jogging. Most people know, especially if you're familiar with Central Park. hmm Things go down in Central Park. Okay. Or Mama Jane, how are you? Do British media think people are stupid? They are insane. They really are, but they're funny too. Anna, they were more afraid if Pegger got going to peg someone. Yeah, that's really what it was probably about. Or vice versa. Woo! Because you remember he was solo dolo. hmm I guess it was hard to coordinate with all the maids and help to watch the kids while she traveled. But Anna Murdoch is stepping down. Maybe he's getting sued. Well, I mean, stepping down doesn't protect you per se, but I don't even think it's going to change anything because I think the one that's taken over is just like the tree from what he spawned from. So let me see, Annie. The veterans of Invictus will tell you themselves who started Invictus. Enough said. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. You can even have, because I want to say President Biden at the time and his wife, because of Wounded Warriors, was involved in that. And they even said because of him coming over here, attending, it helped spark when he went back home, and then Invictus was born. So, obviously, um, space didn't think it was going to go anywhere. And now that it really has just become one of the heartbeats for Harry, one of the things that makes his heart beat. Yeah. Now you want to get your grubby paws on it. No, sir. No, 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 no. Mrs. S. A thong, ta, ta, thong, thong, thong. Yeah. You mm, praise the Lord for the wind not blowing that all the way up. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Mrs. S couldn't let go of that hat because the wind might have blown off the headpiece. Whoa. Okay. I can't read half of the. I can't. I know they're in the chat and I'm seeing them. Okay. Diane. Diane. What's wrong with Chaz's trousers? They seem to be fitted for extra large. Depends. I'm done. Well, they might be. You just never know. You just never know. I mean, let me just, I can't, because if I go there, this this live will be a wrap in many different ways. Okay, Mama Jane, UK got a big problem. They do. Several of them. Mrs. S is called Black Folks with No Integrity. Yeah, but hey, midwife, how are you? It's the fact of you allowed your name to be used for just disgusting headlines. Like, could you have been like, I want them to be uplifting? And that's the way of you getting your name out there. I mean, ugh, ugh, gonna have to answer for that. But seems someone jumped the gun on their assessment in that tweet because then of course now the cop's been arrested, and so yeah. Okay. But I said, oh, the UK is just like the US over here. I might as well just stay put. And then y'all want Megan to come back there? You crazy. mm, Saying you crazy. Kids, what is this? Little Mac, people's emotions are at an all-time high at funerals, trying to paint a better picture than what the world saw. Karma is coming for Willie for doing. Ooh, ooh, lock up the video. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Um, Hattie, what are you saying? She's delusional because the UK doesn't have money. It's concentrated in certain areas. Why do they think Baldy is coming over here for money? Well, I don't think he was very successful, except for maybe getting a couple of pictures now. The mayor must have picked up on, I'm just going to be a prop. He likes to get black people for props, and I'm not doing that. I'll only give the New York mayor that much kudos for, oops, got another meeting, gotta go. That's more important. And yeah, bailed. Bailed on that meeting. Sharon Maitland, let me see. Kensington Palace and the tabloids are putting Meghan and Harry in their website meta tags. Yeah, because without those two, they would be nothing. Would they be mentioned? Probably not, but they need to go on about their business. Kids, Mrs. S. The what is that? I don't know what that little icon is, the emoji. Is that a snake? I don't know if that's a snake. Need to worry about themselves and leave the squatties alone. Oh, the derangers. Is that what that's supposed to be? Mhm. Anna, give them the chair. Oh yeah, they deserve the chair. Scrolling through tons of Church Nelly, yeah, buddy, that one ain't coming. I almost clicked on that one. You know what? Love Church Nelly. But if you didn't see it in the chat, and you probably did, but yeah, it's not coming up on here for me to highlight. Mrs. S, I love that Germany is going to have games every year for their vets, but I wish they could call it something else and not the Invictus games. Harry did not call his the Warrior games, just saying, yeah. Maybe they will come up with something, although Germany needs to concentrate on um, folks dressing up as that group of people that a certain man killed another group of people due to their religious beliefs. Okay. That were dressed up saying that they were, you know how people reenact the Civil War? Yeah, that they were doing the same thing, but people didn't take too lightly. I saw that and I was like, I am not. It deserves to be in trash time though, because those people that did that were trash. Trash. Elaine, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are feeling better. It's good to see you in the stream. I tell you, you just spoil us all. Thank you for the love. Here, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, back to comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I don't think there's anything else. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Um, I'm surprised actually they'll be able to call them the Invictus games going forward, but um, just from all the branding, etc. So Harry probably won't say too much or make too much of a stink, but yeah, they should come up with something else. And someone please abolish those ribbon cutters, gold digging assholes. Yes, and Patricia, why don't two royal women don't wear petticoats? Well, a slip, something. At least if your dress went up, the slip is still gonna be. That generation is gone. The slip wearing generation. I'm probably one of the last ones. But yo, I don't know. Hi, Lorna. How are you? Okay. Let me see. Ruth, how you doing? They don't even know why they can't be Megan. Well. I'm just gonna. Let me go to the next comment. Diane, forget the slip. Put on drawers. She didn't say underwear. She didn't say undies. She said put on some drawers. Oh, that's an old school term. Yes. Put them on. Cover it up. Especially, you know, you're going to be in public and if it's a windy day, just be accordingly. Keep, yeah. Um, mm. All right. Let me let me sign off. Let me put my outro music. Listen, I hope you enjoy today. I know it's a little shorter, but actually, it's not that short of time. But yeah. And oh, and I personally don't wear nylons. Itch like yeah. Them days are over. Okay, over. Yeah, no, 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 no. But hence, oops, there goes my phone. Hence, if you don't wear nylon stockings, um, just be mindful. If you have on a see-through dress or so, come on now, cover it up. I don't want to see that shit. Not you personally, and I'm just saying to people in the world out there. Hattie, Camilla is like the Medusa. If that dress had blown up all the way, you would see whatever you're gonna go blind. That's why I said, praise the Lord to the wind that it had mercy on us. Had mercy on us, because she should have let the hat go. Now, what would have been funny if the hat flew off the headpiece, as Mrs. S said, and it hit Charles in the back of the head? Now, that would have been, oh, yeah. We will all need the pens right now. Okay. So, anyway, let me play my outro music. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for doing triple time because you probably all are jumping around the different live streams. I love you all. Thank you so much, so much, so much for the support to all the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all of you that are here, even in the clouds and hanging out, I thank you. And those listening on replay, hey, I hope you had a good time. So take care, be safe. Love you all. Bye. Okay, Alan. You dropped in out of the clouds at that last second. Let me see. Oh, please. Camilla is used to having her. Okay, this is really quickly for you because you gave and I saw it just as it was ending. But thank you for the laugh and that comment. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, back to closing out.